everybody. Today we're talking about Hot Topics, not the clothing store.
I said, ooh, Hot Topic you've got on here.
And then I realized what she was talking about. I was like, we're talking about Hot Topic?
Not Hot Is that still a store?
I was going to say, I didn't even know if it was still
Are
a
malls
store.
still a thing?
Do malls exist, or are they all Marcus Supercenters or whatever they call them?
Are they all exercise facilities? I want to be a mall walker. I see the appeal to that now.
I do too. It seems like a great way to...
we don't have any malls here.
They have greenery and everything. Fancy Fair Mall.
Oh, you're right. I'll just do laps back and forth. Just sprints, maybe.
It's always like, the swimming pools. You have to go back and forth, back and forth.
Not my thing.
But
I just like to float.
I like floating too. Oh, so you're talking about lazy rivers.
Oh man. Someone brought up a lazy river the other day. I don't know in what context. And I was like, what I wouldn't give to float around in a lazy river.
With a pina colada and the sun on my face and no mask on it.
Yeah, I don't even care if it's indoor, okay? But
I'll do it.
With 900 screaming children. So is that too much to ask for?
Is there a market for premium water parks that are basically just alcohol and lazy rivers?
And
adult
not
only
children. Yeah, I love my children, but
there are adult only movie theaters.
Are there?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because
I don't go to movie theaters a lot.
Really, it's like under 20 that I think it should be. Because do you really want to go with high schoolers?
I don't know. I probably haven't been to a movie since high school. So I don't know. I'm just kidding. I have.
High schoolers
Tyler
are annoying.
But I am in my 30s, and Tyler hates going to movies with me because I'm probably as annoying.
Oh,
as
you are very annoying at movies.
Yeah.
I've experienced this. Oh my God, you asked 20 million questions.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions.
Well, watch the damn movie and maybe you'll get them answered.
Just give me the popcorn. I'll watch it at home. I can pause it when I have to go to the bathroom. I can pause it when I have questions.
Wow.
Great.
So how was your week? Happy Valentine's Day.
I was working on the outline and forgot it was only Valentine's Day a mere 5 days ago.
5 days ago, yeah.
It's been a blur, to be honest. I don't know how to explain this week without sounding really dramatic, so I'm just not going to, because I feel like your week is more uplifting. Yeah. Well, no, hold on. Sorry, don't say it. Nick has exciting things to share, but first we're going to talk about the pop-ups, okay?
Yeah.
Just real briefly, this was super exciting because I got to open a donut store.
Lifelong dreams. Bridget's out here making dreams happen, donut stores. And up next, Lazy River.
Up next, indoor adult lazy river. No, the permitting won't be hard for that. Kevin, can we do that in your pop-up space? So if you haven't heard, we have a pop-up space in downtown Lake Geneva, which has been super awesome. We were really grateful to fall into that. And we did a donut pop-up this past weekend, and it was so fun. So besides it being all my dreams, and the donuts being delicious.
Good work, Simple.
Yes,
we couldn't have done it without you, obviously. We're not donut experts. You guys.
I am. I'm a donut expert.
Well, I mean, we're experts at eating them, but the making of them and the frosting. You didn't know the difference between a vanilla bean and a vanilla frosting. So
I mean, I'm a chocolate donut person, so don't hate me. The donut thing was so fun. We had a lot of really awesome customers. So it was freezing cold. We did some pre-orders, and it was Valentine's Day, so we were open for 2 days, and it was just so fun to talk to people. I know that sounds dumb, but people were so excited about a donut shop, so excited about the idea of pop-ups. Hint, hint, city of Lake Geneva. Do more pop-ups. So anyway, super fun. That was great. Valentine's Day. I ate a lot of heart-shaped things, which I'll tell you about a little bit later. So what about you? Valentine's Day, you had nachos, right?
Oh, man, I had so many good things. I made the most fire nachos ever.
I'm letting you talk about them since you're not going to talk about them later.
Thank you. I made these pulled pork nachos. I braised some pork Texas style. I got to put this up on the website. So it was a really great Southwest rub. Braised them, shredded them, blue corn chips, salsa verde.
Does it have to be
peppers.
Blue corn?
Well, I like that for the color and the, little bit.
My
I think it's a little
color.
bit different, a little different flavor, a little different texture.
You're fancy.
They were so good. Shredded cheese, all the stuff. Oh, they're so good. We both passed out. It was delicious. They were so good. Simona loved them.
Valentine's as parents.
We were so happy.
She
ate all of them. She was a clean plater, and we were aggressive on them because she likes nachos and she likes pulled pork. So we're like, girl, my mom always did this dinner of love thing growing up. She's like, we're all going to sit down. It's the only time in the year we ever use the dining room, right?
And Thanksgiving.
No, we didn't even use it for Thanksgiving.
Really?
No.
Oh my God.
So we literally, where her dining room table is now, that used to be a big separate dining room. Wow. And the kitchen was where the open space is.
Wow.
And where the kitchen is was a living room.
Whoa.
They gutted the house.
Ooh, they did a good choice switching the living room.
Yeah, it was a great choice. And so it was the only time we'd use this thing. And it was our dinner of love, and she made something very nice. And, we all sat down. It was like also the only time we ever had steak. So
this is so funny to me.
It was all very funny. So, but I tried to do that too. I tried to make a dinner of love. I said, Sarah, what would you like? And cooking is my love language. So,
acts of service?
I don't know.
Close enough.
So cheese is my love language. So we made our dinner love. It was so good. We had a great Valentine's. The pop-ups were awesome. I ate more donuts in 3 days than I usually do in a month, which was wonderful.
I had a lot of good donuts. I did try and make them last more days than I should have, and that was a bad idea.
Bad idea.
That's user error.
But most importantly, I'm fully vaccinated against
and you're
the COVID.
Alive looking. So how do you feel?
I feel great. I feel great. The Walworth County Public Health had some challenges with how they did the scheduling and implementing people get there. But once you got there, they were great system. Everybody was so lovely, so happy. When I got my second dose, the people were like legitimately cheering. Like the people doing the vaccinations were like, "Congratulations, you're good now!" And it was just this very lovely feeling of accomplishment. It's the weirdest thing. In all honesty, I haven't taken a day off since March 3rd of last year, March 2nd maybe. I've worked every day, including Christmas Day, New Year's Day. It's kind of what I do. This is the longest stretch ever. I'm not asking for sympathy. I do it to myself. I enjoy it. It's part of my job. But it is a little extreme, and a lot of it's been because COVID. A lot of the things that I needed to get done in the spring of last year or summer didn't get done because we were so busy trying to figure out
how to stay open,
how to communicate things to people, how to put new systems in place.
How many signs we have to print.
How can we had a lot of event ideas, and they're like a big growth area for the business and something that is very important to us. And we didn't want to give up on them because of COVID. We're not excuse makers.
No,
not at all. So, so we made them happen. And it took a lot more work than I think you or I thought.
Than it should have.
Yep.
Yeah. In a normal year.
Because of COVID. So, this was a light at the end of the tunnel. The work was worth it. I was able to get ahead of a lot of other people. I don't know if ahead of is the right way to put it, but before the state tried to screw with grocery workers getting it, which was incredibly disheartening, not just to me, but to our employees, other friends.
Yeah.
How they treated people was deplorable. With putting people that they said were essential at one point and now saying you actually don't matter, going with the general population, that was really crappy. But the overwhelming joy and happiness I feel, I miss going to a bar at 3:00 on a weekday with a lot of my friends have jobs where we work a lot, but also it'll be a Thursday. And it's like, hey man, can you meet me at 3 at Flatiron Tap or Bottle Shop or Champs or Hogs or wherever.
Like that one break because you haven't had a day off, and that's your break.
And so you go and you meet your buddy for a beer, and it just an hour and 2 beers makes everything better. And just it's such a pressure release valve, and that's gone. So I am so happy I'm vaccinated. Yay me.
Yay.
I'm alive. I had a really sore arm and lost some strength in it after my first one. I've felt good after the second one. I know it's an RNA thing, so it's not like it's doing stuff to you. It just changes stuff. But I felt like that meant it was working. I was a little tired this first day. I was a little tired the second time. But just really grateful, really happy. Don't be an anti-vaxxer. Believe in science. Bridget has the thanks science pin. A lot of people have worked really hard for this.
Yeah.
Don't spit in their face.
And don't be mad in the order in which people get vaccinated. I think that this has been a hot topic with a lot of my friends and Nick, obviously, that we've talked about. And I was like, oh yeah, I do have all this guilt. I've had COVID, so I did feel that sense of relief for a little while after I had it. And so, but my husband has not been vaccinated, nor has he had COVID. So I get this relief thing. And then I saw an article from NPR that was like, hey, doesn't matter what order you get vaccinated in, even you getting vaccinated in whatever order is helping everyone else.
Yep.
So whoever is getting vaccinated, however they're doing it, it's helping you.
So it's just great. I know a lot of people are like, what's the point? You're still going to have to wear a mask. You're still have to do this and that and this and that. Well, that's temporary. That's very temporary. And it still works against all these variants. It still gets us closer to herd immunity. And what they said in the second time, the first time they said, still wear your mask, do all this stuff. And the second time they said, wear your mask until we get herd immunity. So
that's cool.
In the course of 3 weeks, that felt like a big change to me.
Also, you won't have to deal with the side effects of COVID.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't want to get it and die.
Or not having, the long haulers. I talk about this a lot, and like weird things you're experiencing even months later. Anyway, I could go on. This was not on the outline, but I am going to take 2 minutes and keep talking about this.
Go.
My week was really hard. It just felt, we talked a lot months ago when COVID was a big deal. I mean, not that it's not anymore, but people are talking about other things. It, is up and down, right? Of this, this COVID cloud or whatever we were saying. This week kind of felt like that to me again. Like, this sounds really dramatic, and I'm fine, everybody. I just felt kind of numb. Like, I was so sad. I just wanted to go out and have a glass of wine with one of my friends. And like, my friend group, as you get older and as you have kids, your friend group is dwindling anyway. You're not sure who can hang out with who. You have kids. And then add in COVID, you really have no idea. And so like, this week sucked. And I was like, all I want to do is just like have a normal day and whatever. So this is happy news. I'm happy to hear that my friend is vaccinated and we're one step closer.
Means a lot.
Yay.
And cheers to you. And
hey, here we are. We made it another week.
So this is something fun I thought we could do together.
Yeah, this is
we're going to do a Pinkies Up episode sometime on like the best under $10 bottle.
Yeah.
We're going to try to do like California because, that's...
Bridget loves California.
But this is, I haven't had this. I bought this for the store. Good deal, good price. I thought it's going to be like $8, maybe $7.
Oh my gosh, really?
But this is a Portuguese Red Blend. I've never had this before.
I love it. It's a good, easy drinker, I should
Comes
say.
from the Douro in Portugal. It's a family, the Symington family that makes it.
Yeah.
And it's a blend of Touriga Nacional.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Touriga Franca, which is Tempranillo.
Oh, that's why I like it.
And some other Portuguese grapes. But it's got a nice fruitiness. It's lighter bodied.
Okay.
Without being like...
And $8?
Yeah.
That's crazy. You guys, this is a must try for $8.
So we're going to have it out on sale next week. We'll see how long it lasts. And
Bridget's going to buy it all. Watch out.
I love Portuguese dry reds. They're just delicious.
I know. We've tried
These same grapes make port.
Oh, really?
Yep.
You guys, I'm a new port lover.
Coming around on port.
I don't couldn't point out Portuguese wines that I like. So I've just started drinking them thanks to Nick.
They're relatively new, like in terms of being widely available in America, but they've been like the next big thing for 20 years. And
here we are.
But I've kind of latched on to them because I like them myself. They're good prices. They're very drinkable. They've cleaned up some like winery practices that were making not great wine. So they're doing a good job.
I feel like I haven't had a lot of red blends since I've been working with you because I've been trying to learn more about specific wines.
A lot of red blends are garbage.
I know. And I used to like just drink red blends. I was like, I don't know, if I mix them all together, it'll be fine.
That's true.
So thanks. And
You're
I hear
welcome.
Nick in my head saying red blends are garbage.
Well, I mean.
Except this one.
Yeah. A lot of times they're not. They're just hiding things. There's some great ones. Joseph Phelps Insignia.
Okay.
You ever had that? Google it.
I'd have to see the logo, the label, man.
So
That's how I remember.
But anyway, so yeah, this Symington Altano, it is delicious.
Good.
Bridget, let's just let you
go after
floor
it.
is yours. This was like
Because again.
So I know you had the fog. Maybe it's because of all this stuff you ate.
I know,
it's
this
an
fog, man.
Impressive list.
Okay, well, I started with one obvious thing because it was Fat Tuesday this past week. So we're generally not, we don't do a huge thing for Mardi Gras, but my best friends do. He went to Tulane and we went to New Orleans with them for their bachelorette party. So it means things to me by association of my best friends that I miss so much. And so we had jambalaya because why not, right?
And your dad loves it.
And so my dad loves it and Tyler loves it. I like it, except for them, I put shrimp and andouille in it. And those just like aren't my favorite things. So, but I like the flavor of it.
But I hear someone unexpected is all into the andouille.
Oh my God, Lucy. I didn't think so I used the jambalaya kit that we have because it's easy and I don't know how else to make jambalaya. And, I know it's a little spicy. I remember it from last year, but man, Lucy was getting after it. So Lucy is my 1.5-year-old daughter. If anyone listening is new here, Elliot obviously didn't care because he's picky as all get out, but Lucy was loving it. So big win there. Happy about that. Jambalaya. That was my first obvious choice. And then I continued thinking, wait a sec, this past week was Valentine's Day. Feels like it was 4 years ago, Valentine's Day.
It does feel that way.
That's what I mean. This week has been one of those.
It's been weird.
So the donuts. obviously needed to be on my list, okay? Donuts. But really, the thing that actually means something to me, we talk a lot about food relationships and food and feelings, blah, blah, blah. Heart-shaped everything, okay? So when Tyler and I have never been big, like go out to dinner and spend too much on Valentine's Day just because it's Valentine's Day. You know, I always told him, like, if you're going to buy me flowers, buy them any day but Valentine's Day.
Yep.
So he's very good at the random flower giving, which I much prefer to like a dozen roses on Valentine's Day. So anyway, the other thing we used to always do is like take that time to cook dinner together. Like this started in our 20s when we started dating, and we would have wine and put on music and enjoy cooking together, which like wasn't a thing we did a lot in our 20s. But there were a couple years, like probably when Elliot was newly born, things, or like maybe right before Elliot was born and I was 9 months pregnant, I don't know, that we just like ordered a pizza. I used to work connected to the Grand Avenue Mall in Milwaukee, and they had a Rocky Rococo's.
Rococo!
They had heart-shaped pizza. So we would get heart-shaped pizza all the time. I know you love your pizza.
Love my pizza.
So you love your frozen jacks. Heart-shaped pizza was a thing. And some years we made
awesome.
our own heart-shaped pizza. So this year, we had a lot of good food from our delicious Valentine's thing we did with Grand Geneva.
Shout out to Chef Nelly.
That was so good.
Murdering the dinner. I mean, in a good way. Like
yes, in a good. So like we almost had too much delicious food, but Tyler was like, well, what about our heart-shaped pizza? So anyway, of course, I almost forgot, but I paid double the price of what I normally should have paid from Pizza Hut for a heart-shaped pizza, but it was good. It was so lovely. Can I just do
the dad comment here?
What?
Why you pay double the price for half the pizza?
That is 100% what my dad said.
You want a heart-shaped pizza? Why don't you just buy a big pizza, cut out the heart shape, and there you go.
Because I'm lazy. So we had the freaking one for
I'm
Pizza
a dad
Hut.
now.
That is 100% what my dad said, like to a T. So anyway, it was lovely. We ate heart-shaped thing. Oh, I almost forgot. My parents, geniuses, they also do adorable things for us still for the holidays. They sent Shannon and I don't know if they sent Brittany one. Sorry, Brittany. It gets really far away. Milwaukee Pretzel Company. It's an awesome hot pretzel company.
Oh.
Yes, they had heart-shaped pretzels. So my parents got us heart-shaped pretzel with Nutella dipping sauce and cheese dipping sauce. So
that's awesome.
All of the heart-shaped carbs.
So I was going to do the shout out to Grand Geneva because that was delicious, but I'm going to give you an unexpected twist of what my favorite thing. So we do the Ash Wednesday no meat thing. We do the Fridays in Lent no meat thing. And we just did a cornucopia of cheese-based vegetarian dishes on Wednesday. I made mac and cheese from scratch, obviously, because you had to. It was delicious.
What I want for dinner.
Made too much of it, but you can never have too much mac and cheese.
No.
It was so good. Then we did grilled cheese sandwiches with Hill Valley Dairy sharp cheddar and tomato.
Yum.
Delicious. Unfortunately, we were going to go get bread from Simple, but I got to work too late, so we used just plain white bread.
Different.
Which was unfortunate. The one thing I will say about that I forgot when you use plain white bread is it does toast better.
Oh, sure.
Because there's more sugar in it.
Because there's more preservatives.
So like it does
caramelizes.
Yes, and you're like, oh, the color on this is so nice. And you're like, oh yeah, that's because of all the crap in here.
Oh, that's funny. I've never thought of it that way.
But it's like you're like, oh
yep,
yeah.
Yep. But that's childhood right there.
And then we had broccoli cheese soup. And so we just had like a little bit of
Those
everything.
Are like all of my favorite things.
And it was so good. It was just like so lovely. And just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Simona loved it too. She likes deconstructed sandwiches.
So she likes bread and cheese separately?
And so it was so funny. She would, we gave her a little bit of soup. And she obviously ate the mac and cheese, by hand. She's actually getting very good at forks in general.
Isn't that fun?
But she still will just sometimes go and mac and cheese is one of those things she just wants to.
Yep.
But we gave her, little tiny, they're very English, the little tiny sandwiches.
Oh, like a tea and crumpet sandwich?
Yes. So we kind of did that for her.
A tea sandwich, yeah. Okay.
And, she takes it and she takes the bread off and puts it in the cheese and eats the tomato and puts it all over her face. And
she likes tomatoes?
She likes tomatoes, yeah.
My kids don't like them.
So, so it was very nice. It was very unexpected. Thank you, Ron. Shout out for the delicious sharp cheddar cheese.
Your weekly shout out.
We did a little bit of the Cajun cheddar grated into the mac and cheese, which was also delicious. Thanks, Ron.
Man, yum.
So it was great. I just loved it.
You just reminded me that I left some Hill Valley Dairy cheese at my parents' house in their fridge. Dang it. including the Cajun cheddar. I bet that got eaten.
I bet your dad was like 1 o'clock in the morning snacking time. Like, what is this?
I had cereal for dinner, so now I'm hungry an hour later.
Weird how that works.
Wow, we ate a lot of good things this week.
I know, this was like a really good food week. I mean, I made some bomb tacos. I did the nachos. Like, I had a lot of good stuff this week.
Man, we should have done this after we ate lunch.
I know.
Okay, so moving on to the news. I think you guys might be living under a rock if you've not heard what's going on in Texas. To me, you guys are all going to hate and judge me for what I'm about to say, but I laughed a little bit when I first started hearing about this news. Oh, yeah,
okay, for sure. I have, my godmother lives in Texas, very close with them.
Yes.
And I was like...
So my Brittany in Seattle, she texted us 2 days prior showing us mountains of snow. But like they were able to handle it because their power grid isn't as effed up as Texas. So anyways, I was like, oh, there's a lot of snow happening in crazy places. Was like, okay, cool. So then I was on a group chain with all of my brother-in-laws. And I'm like, yeah, okay, guys, I get it. Like, there's snow in weird places. We keep getting dumped with snow. And, like, I get we're from the Midwest, but this winter has been relentless.
It's been relentless.
It's 8 to 12 inches at a time overnight. So you wake up to it. Anyway, not here to complain about the snow. It's winter. So I didn't understand, obviously, the severity of it because I didn't know anything about the Texas power grid.
Well, I'm just reminded, I know Texas is very into Jesus, as am I. I'm reminded of a quote. From Jesus, that they who live by the sword die by the sword. And that's kind of how I feel about your separate energy grid.
I mean, I do have to say, that's effed up. So, but now...
But you're independent.
Like... But you're a giant independent state. So I have a brother and sister-in-law that live there. I have brother-in-laws in Albuquerque, and they got snow. So it has been really cool to see the snow all across the country in places it doesn't normally happen. But I've been following the news now, and I feel like I just saw a really heartbreaking story about a kid who's a baby who's 5 months old on oxygen, and like they've had to ration the oxygen tank. So like this is now horrible. But out of all of this, any kind of disasters, we like to talk about how you see the good parts of humanity. So I saw a really cool thing on Good Morning America yesterday about his name is Jim Mattress Mac, and he's in Houston, and he owns a mattress. He owns a furniture store. So as you know, furniture stores are giant, lots of square footage. So he did this when the hurricane hit. He's doing it now. He opens up his store, which is huge in square footage, and he lets it's a shelter. It's a makeshift shelter, and like the guy is so cool. What I loved about it is he's being interviewed on Good Morning America, and so I will find a print news story for this, but I watched it on the actual news. But we'll link to the story on Good Morning America. What I liked is they were like, well, how are you making sure everyone's safe with COVID? And like, I get it. COVID is still a concern, but like these people not being able to drink water or have heat is maybe arguably a bigger concern.
I would agree with that.
Basic human needs. So he was honest. He was like, we have however many square feet, a lot. And we are requiring masks. He's like, but we could be doing better, I'm sure. He's like, but I think it's more helpful to allow people somewhere warm. We are limiting the amount of people the best we can, but like, yeah, I could be doing better, And we're like, dude, he is getting donations for water and food. Like he's doing all of this on his own time. And I hope people then turn around and support his mattress store. So like, good job, Jim. You were awesome. That was my favorite news story this week.
This one's been over a little bit and I love it. In Scotland, they name their snowplows. They call them gritters, I guess.
That's
so
awesome.
Some of the names make more, and they have a site where you can lifetime track them. So you can literally see these.
Dude,
and let me
hilarious.
read you some of these names. Lord Coldemort.
Whose job is that? I want that job.
I don't know, but they came up with the Bodie McBoatface. So like it's a GIS thing, right?
Like this is the same Bodie McBoatface people?
Yeah, it's the Scottless people. So
yeah, I guess.
They have Mary Queen of Salt. They have Mr. Plow, going to snow date at, Sprinkles, Arctic Angel, Salty, License to Chill.
Oh my gosh.
Ready, Spread, Grow.
Oh, I love this.
They have all of these hilarious names, and they could provide a lifetime map of what the snowplow routes are and how lately they've been plowed. So right now it's all red, except in this place, which much it has snow. So it's red because they haven't plowed them because they haven't had salt or snow. But America, what are you doing?
Like, I want to know who
I know
runs
you
this.
have GPS in these trucks because we track everybody all the time. So, like, put it up so I can be like, there hasn't been a snowplow by my house.
And you can log on here.
Doing it, but you know.
But like my dad runs a company that has a lot of maintenance vehicles. So he has a screen up in his office where you can walk in and see
Polar Bear Express.
You can see where all the maintenance vehicles are. So like if a small business can do this, I think a state or county or whatever
Slippy
government
McGritty.
That's an awesome news story. I love that.
There's a lot of cool stuff coming out. Watch it. It's funny when there's snow in Scotland. So you just got to like be on the Scottish Twitter to know when there's snow. But it's actually hilarious. And it's like so calming to watch these things go and they're plowing.
It's like when you watch the airplane flying over.
Yes. There was another one. There's some really good ones. This guy had, and I thought of this with the pop-up because of all the Guinness glasses that Kevin has. And we're how do we get, we don't want to get rid of them because they're good glasses, but there's glasses everywhere.
Yeah.
So in Scotland, they had it with one of the distilleries. I can't remember. I think it was Lafroig. And they had, this huge thing of all the glasses that they use for stuff. And they couldn't find them. And the guy just said, "Where did my glass go?"
Oh, jeez. Scotland.
That's my Scottish dad joke for the day.
Good job. We'll be right back.
New random news story. Bridget discovered Reddit is great.
We're saying this after the break. You ready?
I'm back.
We're back. You guys, we talked about some breaking news over break.
I mean,
so I often give my husband, Nick, any guy that is around me, all the crap for how much they love Reddit. Because it is painful to look at. Like, it is a lot of weird text.
Or you could say it's simple.
I mean, sure, but...
Streamlined interface.
We joke about, like, Reddit is for dudes where Pinterest is for ladies. Back when Pinterest was, like, really a thing. Anyway, it is still a thing. But Pinterest is beautiful to look at, and Reddit is just painful. But I just admitted to Nick that last night I deep dove into Reddit voluntarily. Tyler wasn't even home. And I read, apparently there's a thread on Reddit about hating on influencer blogs, and I went hard reading like this whole thread. I forget what it's called, which whatever, I was not prepared. Very good thread. Check it out on Reddit if you are a lady that hates Reddit.
I'll go first with my product recommendation then, since you gave a recommendation, that thread.
Double recommendation.
I have a visual.
Oh, of course you do. More children's art.
Simona is getting very good at the artwork. She learned about teeth this week, which was coincidental because I went to the dentist and inquired about when I could get her in there.
Oh.
But you see these beautiful daubs of marker.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend marker dabbers.
Yeah.
We have these washable ones that, first of all, don't ruin stuff. They're also non-toxic. So if the kid puts them in their mouth, Simona, we have these for her. So she can keep doing stuff like this at home. It's when they're smaller, they just instead of actually doing
instead of this, which is what Lucy
Sarah
does.
found these. Sarah has done a fabulous job with the arts and crafts. So marker dabbers.
Marker dabbers.
Or daubers. I don't know. How do you pronounce that?
I think these are dot markers, but I think it's daubers. Isn't it D-A-U-B?
Yeah, so it says, non-toxic paint daubers, dab marker. I mean, maybe one is Scottish and one's American.
Yeah, only Scottish is what we're on now.
So that's what I say. Get those. It's a great craft thing. Yeah. And the kid can't screw up the entire everything.
Like crayons, which is what we have. We have like thick kids. I'm like, well, these are good. They're infant crayons. They're thick, but they go on everything.
Everywhere.
Okay, I also have a child-related...
Oh, butcher paper. That's what we do for the crayons.
We do too. I have a roll at home that something was wrong with it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And so I was like, heck yeah. That's what we have it just like over our coffee table at all time. Whatever. Creative. It's like, that's got to be Montessori play, right?
Heck yeah. Why pay the Montessori money when you can do it at home? Because you get rid of your kids.
Just kidding. I'm here with a lovely child's recommendation again. So sorry if you're listening this week and you like to buy our products and don't have kids, but if you know someone that has kids,
buy it for them. They'll think you're so thoughtful.
We actually bought a dollhouse for Elliot when he was younger. He loved setting things up and playing with them, and not necessarily the dolls, but he liked setting furniture in places. And
maybe he could be a model maker.
Maybe. So we chose a house that, like, we knew we were having a second kid. Maybe I was pregnant at the time. I don't know. We didn't know if it was going to be a boy or a girl, but we said, who cares? Like, we were happy he's playing with this. We bought one from IKEA that's very Swedish looking, so very minimalist. It is plain wood. So we have the house, and both kids love it now. And we've been buying furniture for it. So IKEA has some furniture, which we have bought, but it's hard to get to IKEA. So there's a brand called...
It's harder to get out of IKEA.
I mean, it's just a lot. So I haven't certainly not been there during COVID because it is always a lot. So Happy, I'm not... HAPE. It looks Swedish, and we have a lot of different pieces of wooden toys from them. So they have wooden dollhouse furniture that is so cute. So we buy like a one room at a time.
Looks like a good quality.
It's so cute. So far, it has been great quality. My parents bought Elliot some like pet shop thing that was the same brand. We have a toaster that's the same brand. So like we use this brand a lot, fully support it. I know they make great little kids games as well. So HAPE is the brand. We will link to it on Amazon, which is where we got some of these items. Certainly if there's a small kids store in your town that carries this, check that out as well. But we will give you a link. I totally recommend this product for if you have a dollhouse.
Can I give you a couple more names of the gritters?
Yes, we found more.
Mega Meltosaurus.
Ooh, I like that one.
Creedence Clear Road Revival. On Her Majesty's Slippery Surface.
Oh my God.
And Spready Van Halen.
Oh my God. Okay, do you think that the snowplows have those names written on them?
I mean, they have to.
They should.
Like fighter planes, they have, screw you Nazis on the side, and then they have like the Nazis,
Exactly
like the
the
emblems
same.
when they shoot them down. They probably have like, Creedence Clear Road Revival on the side of it, and then
That's a
like
hard one.
things of like every time they scrape snow off, like you're an ace pilot. I'm gonna
Guys,
imagine it that way.
With that note, we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back.
We're back.
We were ranting on break about something as usual.
I'm so excited for this week's
I know.
episode of Interesting Questions with Bridget and Nick, because it's a Bridget week, and I'm sure she's bringing the fire.
They're very random again this week.
All right, I like it.
I love a good theme, but I just there's no theme. What do I do? It's winter. Here's a snow impossible question, which I did find, but they were too easy. They were kids' ones.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Do you want to build a snow? It was like, I don't even know what the snow ones were. Like, would you rather sled all day or ice skate all day? Whatever.
Oh, sled, for
Dude,
sure.
Yeah. Ice skating's hard. Have you tried to do it recently?
Yeah, it's like, so I've always had a problem with ice skating. Like, my ankles are kind of weak.
Oh, I get that. Yeah, same.
So, like, I've never rolled an ankle because they just, roll. So, like, I always wear low-top shoes because, and people are like, oh, that's bad support for me. I'm like, honestly, my ankles just roll, and it's like, just, But then when you're trying to do the skating where you need to, actually...
Wait, have you never, broken or sprained an ankle?
Nope.
Oh, my God. I have so many times.
So, I've always used it as, when I pitch, for instance, it's actually always helped because you get a little bit more push off of rubber because of that.
All right. Pro tip for you guys.
Weak ankles. Positives and negatives.
Weak ankles. I broke my right ankle in 4th grade, and I think that one's stronger than my left ankle.
Happens that way sometimes.
Anyway, that's a little tidbit you never cared to ask.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Okay, everybody, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay, I think maybe I should, this one's timely in my household. Would you rather have Baby Shark stuck in your head forever, or the jingle from your least favorite commercial?
Oh, Baby Shark.
Why?
Because I basically already have it stuck in my head forever.
I freaking hate
We have this
Baby Shark.
soundboard that's Baby Shark.
Ugh.
And I always start adding harmonies and doing interesting musical riffs on it. So
On Baby
I can
Shark?
deal with it. Oh yeah, because it's you can do all sorts of chords off of it. So yeah, Baby Shark.
Does Simona like when you do that?
Oh yeah, she loves it.
Oh my God.
She's all over it.
Oh.
Corner preview.
I hate Baby Shark.
Oh, well, what's your least favorite jingle?
I don't care. It's not Baby Shark. Baby Shark is my least favorite. I don't know.
It's a lose-lose
I'm
for
so
you.
angry because we avoided it with Elliot. It was still a thing when Elliot was younger.
It is a big thing.
But then
Coco Melon.
my darling mother, and I just brought this up with her. She was just trying to help. We were watching Elliot's soccer game, and Lucy was there, and Lucy was insane. And so my mom was just trying to get her to sit still and showed her Baby Shark, and it has been nonstop Baby Shark.
Yo,
ever since.
Lucy at the soccer games, we went to, I think 2, because it was a fun, good outing. We like seeing Elliot. Lucy would be I don't know, a mile away, maybe?
I know, she just books it. I mean, we're in a park, so it's cool, but there's roads nearby.
And like, you see Tyler, big, tall Tyler, who can probably theoretically do one of her steps and like, or 10 of her steps and one of his. And he's still like,
Jason.
Lucy.
Because we were like, how far can we let her? Like, we can still see her. Can we sit here for a minute?
And Lucy just keeps going.
Man, yeah, she did not care
she
about
gets that
watching.
glimpse of sun. She should be a running back. She could play football.
Yeah,
She sees daylight and she gone.
Maybe she will be.
Lucy, the possibilities are endless.
Okay. Another random one for you, because I don't know the answer. Yeah, I do know the answer to this one. Would you rather be a ninja or be a pirate?
Oh. Yarg, mateys. I would much rather be a pirate. You get that booty, and y'all know I love the booty.
But but here, that
gold.
Was my gut reaction. So I'm like, I can
and
be
you can drink rum all day.
But you're a bad person.
No, not if you're like...
Are there good pirates?
Well, yeah. I mean, you could be like the Robin Hood pirate.
He's not
Get in on
pirate.
GME. No,
Robin
Hood's a pirate.
Okay.
A pirates is just,
you're right.
I'm
just thinking of the seafaring pirates.
Yeah, you could, rob from the rich, give to the poor, drink some rum. You got your wenches around.
But like...
what a lifestyle. You can sing sea shanties.
Sea shanties?
If you've ever played Assassin's Creed Black Flag, it looks like an awesome life.
Did you know?
I'm scared of sharks, though. Like, terrified.
I think you'd be a bad pirate.
Effing terrified of sharks.
Oh, this is a good question. This is not an impossible would you rather. What is your scariest animal? Like, is it a shark? Are you more terrified of something else? I have a very obvious, very clear answer.
Spiders. No, that's not my least.
I was like, seriously?
No, I am absolutely. So I love swimming. I love fish. I want to like go scuba diving in the ocean, but I am so terrified of sharks.
Really?
I don't know what it is. I've never seen Jaws because like I will pee myself so hard.
I've been scuba diving and I didn't see any sharks.
If you could guarantee to me that I would just see the nice fishies and no sharks, I would do it like all the time.
I don't think you can guarantee that.
Build me a big aquarium with no sharks.
Okay, wait, will you see a shark in an aquarium as long as you know it can't?
Yeah, and I love watching them and stuff. And like, I love, Sarah will tell, like, I watch all the ocean documentaries. I love them. Like,
okay.
I am effing terrified of sharks. There's this great, like, YouTube clip of this lady that's some sort of blogger influencer. She's like, let me tell you, children. She's from the South, and she's like, let me tell you, children, you a chicken, you come to my house, I'm going to eat you and fry you. If I go in the ocean, the shark gonna eat me and fry me. That's a shark's house. You go in my house, I go eat you. I go in your house, you go eat. I'm like, yes,
that's awesome.
Lady, yes.
You're in. Okay.
Terrified of sharks.
Wow, I love when I learn new things about you on our podcast.
Absolutely terrified of sharks.
This is fascinating. Mine is snakes, but I don't need to go into it further. I think snakes are wily and you have no idea what they're going to do. And some of them can kill you and you have just no idea. Okay. They could eat you alive.
That is
like
true.
A shark, yes. But it's snakes. I would much rather go and like pet a shark and take my chances.
Who kills more people, sharks or snakes?
I bet sharks. Actually, I don't know.
Nope. Only 3 people were killed by sharks in 2014.
I think people lose limbs, but they don't die. How many were killed by snakes?
I mean, like,
you guys don't realize how dangerous snakes are. Also, they're horrifying to look at.
We had a great time in the shark house with Elliot because you were too chicken to go in.
The snake house. Dude, we all went to the zoo, a group of friends, I don't know, a while ago. And definitely Sarah and Nick took their child and mine into the reptile house because Elliot thinks it's hilarious. Be like, come on, Mom, you can be brave with me. Come on. Which is like, a thing we teach him. Be brave, do these things, whatever. And I'm like, nope, no, that's not a thing I'm ever going to be brave about.
The best part of that trip, though, in that place was there was like a Pacific Northwest exhibit. He goes, oh, boo. And I'm like, oh, let's get a picture. Like, we can send it to, and he's like, no. And just goes
just left. I know, it was the otters.
So it was like, oh, you're so sweet. And he's like, no.
He like 100% is like says things he thinks he's supposed to now. Like he'll say, sorry. And I'm like, you didn't do anything. But like, he's quick to be like, I'm supposed to say sorry. It's kind of, I feel a little bit bad. We did something wrong. I don't know. Okay. All right. Are you ready? Last one. I can't decide. Would you rather? This is an easy one, I think. Have your own private island. You love to swim. You could tame the sharks.
Are there
maybe.
Sharks? Oh, tame sharks.
You could tame them. They could be your pet.
What, laser beams? Freaking sharks with freaking laser beams.
You could have that life. Or have your own private jet.
Oh, private jet.
Yeah, I know. That's an easy one.
Actually, Because you need a private jet to get. I mean, these are both very expensive things.
Yes. Well, once you're on your private island, I think it's assumed that you have everything you need to get and leave there as you wish.
Private island, then. I've actually Googled, like, if I could buy it, because there's islands up in, like, Door
that
County.
You can buy.
Yeah, so I've, like, Googled this
Washington
pretty hard.
Island?
Yeah.
So you like an island because you could, like, put a resort there?
No, because people have to leave me the F alone.
Oh, I know. No Wi-Fi. Is there no Wi-Fi on your island?
Yeah, I'm all good with that.
I'm just going to...
So we've been over the, like, I work a lot thing this episode.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up.
But when I...
When you leave, you leave.
When I leave, I leave. Like,
yeah, you're pretty good at that.
The Jesus goes to the desert thing. That's what I like to do. I actually really like to go to Palm Springs and just, like, be in the middle of... It's not in the middle of nowhere, but, like, if you go out into, like, Joshua Tree and stuff, like,
that's
you're...
in the middle of nowhere.
Just...
Kind of.
There's nothing, and you just gotta, like, be quiet.
Yeah.
And just turn everything off. And it's like my computer's not working. Did you turn it off and unplug it?
Let's restart it.
Like, I just need to do that. I just need to, like, unplug it all.
Yep.
Sit there and just be quiet and do a whole lot of nothing.
All right.
So yeah, I want my own island because the couple days a year I take off, I'm going to that island and I'm being left alone.
He's gonna go there for 3 days a year.
I'm gonna do, like, the Bon Iver thing.
Oh yeah, I mean that worked out well for them.
Worked out well for Justin.
For Justin, really, yeah.
I mean,
all right, this is great.
Yeah.
I love my interesting questions to learn all these things about your deep dark secrets.
I appreciate that, Bridget. I hate sharks so much.
Wow, I just didn't realize. I mean, it makes sense. Sharks are scary, but not as scary as snakes.
I mean, it's like Finding Nemo. I was like a grown man when I was watching them. I'm like, no, I can't.
Oh my God.
And the shark busts through. Like, I would love to do like deep sea exploration, like do the like dive on the Titanic. First of all, I'd be terrified of seeing skeletons. Like, that just seems weird to me. But second of all, I'd be terrified.
Long time ago.
I mean, they're all... Actually, they found some that were like...
Really?
They just recently found some, like, feet that were... I don't know. Yeah, and which is why I'm like, don't go diving on the Titanic, people.
Okay, don't go diving there.
To steal stuff, grave robbers. Didn't stop me from going to the Titanic expedition at the Luxor. But I'll be more terrified you're, like, going in your submarine and suddenly, shark! I would, like, hit that emergency ballast blow thing, like, so fast.
No, you cannot do that. You will die. This is a thing I learned about.
Well, not if you're in the submarine. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, if you're in the submarine. Sorry.
Yeah, no, if you're diving, you have to go, like, slowly.
Yeah, that was the thing that was terrifying to me. I'm like, so if I panic, I can't just, like, shoot up to the surface? Like,
also,
no, you'll
strong
die.
Chance of that.
Yeah, well, and, like, I was panicking. And so I'm like, okay.
But you were brave, Bridget.
I was brave. Look what I taught my kid. Clearly to be scared and apologetic for everything he does.
All right, you put together a bomb meal plan this week.
I am excited about it. Last week was just like, okay.
Yeah, there was a lot of options. Yep. You know, it's kind of an in-between week. It's like, you know, people are going to do.
But this week. Okay.
Oh, I just got a text from Ron.
Is he listening live? Can he know we're talking about him? Okay,
I'm texting him. You just got a live mention.
I was like, are you going to share this with the group, or should I just go talk about my meal?
He dropped off the world's best string cheese at the store for lunch.
Oh, whatever. Lunch isn't late, man. We are hungry. Bring it here.
Telling him.
Okay.
We'll see.
While he requests our string cheese delivery over here, I'm going to tell you.
Have you ever had Caesar string cheese?
No.
My gosh.
I actually only kind of like string cheese.
Oh, you'll like this.
Okay, I'm going to tell you about what I'm eating this week. So Taco Tuesday is getting a little creative. We do have a regular traditional fajita for Taco Tuesday, but what I'm choosing is the fajita chicken mac and cheese, because even before I knew Nick made bomb mac and cheese this week, I really wanted a good mac and cheese. So putting some Mexican ingredients in it, we're going to put it on Taco Tuesday. So fajita chicken mac, this is, you can take the deli mac and cheese that we have, or you can make your own, whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Use a box of Kraft. I don't care. It won't be as good, but whatever. And put in some fajita chicken. You can use salsa chicken that my mom loves so much. Tomatoes, chilies, whatever toppings you like. You can kind of get creative. And I'm going to call this like a Wisconsin casserole. It is taking fajita, like take your favorite fajita toppings and some mac and cheese and meld it together.
It
sounds
so good.
Delicious.
It is so good.
That's what I'm eating this week.
My recommendation off of, you picked some winners. This was a tough one.
Yeah.
Chimichurri flank steak. I think I've spoken before how much I love chimichurri. We love Argentinian food. We love our boy Juan Martín del Potro. He's unfortunately injured, might never play the tennis again. We're thinking of you, Del Po. Hope you're listening.
He's a tennis player?
Juan Martín.
Okay.
Let me show you pictures of him.
Yeah, this is important to me, you telling me about your chimichurri.
Anyway, so we like to eat it because we love him. And, we like to, look at him. Look at him.
Oh, how can you? Oh, look at him.
Yep.
Look him up, guys.
He's a very nice man. So we like to eat Argentinian food in honor of our favorite tennis player, Juan Martin. And so make yourself some Argentinian food. If you like beef and fresh flavors and potatoes, Argentinian food is for you. So yeah, make yourself some chimichurri and some flank steak.
All right. I know. I actually can never go wrong with that. I always want to pick those, and I'm like, have I put this in the meal plan every week?
All good.
All right, guys.
Time for
Kid Corner. I gotta go first because my Kid Corner is kind of boring. I don't like. This week was weird. I'm just going to tell you 2 tips for people. If you happen to have kids the same age as my kids, 1.5 and almost 5. Ooh, we almost have an Elliot birthday episode coming up soon.
Ellie Belly.
He turns 5 pretty soon. So anyway, we did 2 great things. Well, 3, but a sensory table is no new news to any of you, I hope, if you have kids. But like daycare does that for me. So I don't usually do it. But the weekend days have been long. And that's been part of my challenge is like
very long.
The monotony of not having anything to do because we're not allowed to go anywhere has been killing me.
Well, even like you talked about mall walkers. Like when Simona was very little, like we just go to a mall. Because like you get a 45-minute car ride.
Yep.
That they're going to do something.
Yeah.
You can get out and walk, see some stuff. Maybe you buy some stuff. Maybe you go to Orange Julius. I don't know. And then, you
Hot
go
topic.
back.
Yeah. And same zoo. We would do the zoo, but it has been like, I'll go to the zoo in 30 degrees, but I won't go in 4.
Yep.
So anyway, we made our own sensory thing. I'm not going to even call it a sensory table. And the only thing, like, I would advise using something like Honey Nut Cheerios. I like Honey Nut.
I do too.
Cheerios, or like Shannon said cornflakes, but we only had rice. So I used uncooked white rice, which is like not ideal because I don't really want Lucy eating it, but also if she does, she does. Yeah, I mean, like it's going to be fine. So I knew it was going to make a mess. I like braced for it. We had an area that like our carpeted living room and then our hardwood floor dining room. So I put the sensory play area on the floor that I could sweep up. Obviously, that didn't last. And it was, Lucy loves to dump things. So I just put out a whole bunch of Tupperware and some cups and some scoops. And it ended up everywhere, but just embrace the chaos and put together your own sensory table. It was like 45 minutes of entertainment.
Yeah.
And you know Lucy. She didn't do anything for 45 minutes.
No.
It was awesome. Okay, easy. The other thing we're doing, Elliot's obsessed with Pokemon.
He's like big into...
Obsessed.
I mean...
And I don't know anything about Pokemon because I didn't grow up with it.
Every time I see him now, he's like, Nick, I'm blah, blah, blah. Which one are you to counter me?
Full pour, whatever.
I'm like,
I have no idea if that's...
Dude.
You just gotta like learn one. So Jigglypuff is this like pink little cloud looking thing, and I'm just always Jigglypuff. She always loses battles. So anyway, my mom got this like Pokemon.
Tyler's really good at it though.
Well, yeah, Tyler's great at it because he and his brothers grew up with it. But that's the thing. So then Elliot doesn't ever want to hang out with me because I don't know anything about Pokemon. So my mom got him this like encyclopedia thing for Valentine's Day, which is clutch. So I've been learning. So we have what's called Pokemon School, and it's really lovely and fun, and it's a great little activity. If you have a kid that you're like, I don't know if anyone else has this problem. I've got to think we're not the only one that like Tyler was a boy growing up, so he knows all about Pokemon. I don't, and I'm trying
Tyler's
to.
Always been
like,
a boy. In 2021, I think we should clarify.
He's a man. Anyway, we do Pokemon School, and it's been lots of fun. Okay, it's silly, but I'm just here to give you advice. If like if you have a game, like it is all Elliot wants to play, and so I feel bad that I can't play.
I like Pokemon School.
Buy yourself a Pokemon encyclopedia, and Elliot hosts Pokemon School. So like I'm usually the principal. And so, like, he's doing Pokemon School with his stuffed animals. And I have to come in and tell him when it's time for bed. It's great. It, like, somehow has worked out really well. Anyway, some pro tips for you for Kids Corner this week.
Simona, the daycare teachers have said that she's getting much more communicative this week. She's in with some bigger kids, learned some words. And she's recently learned to go, on!
Oh, no.
So... Sarah's also encouraged this because Sarah's working really hard with the language and things like that. And on's a fairly easy one.
Sure.
And then you realize how big of a curse it is.
Yep.
So we have invested in some home automation stuff. We have Alexa in many of the rooms of our house. We have smart lights. And we like the Alexa thing because we like playing music in different rooms. Mm-hmm. And all the, like, they're all speakers. We have it hooked up to Spotify. We like the smart lights a lot because we like to do different colors for different times of day. It's like automated where and if I photograph food, we need a certain color of light that Sarah hates. So it works out really well for us. Simona has discovered Alexa will play music.
Oh, no.
And she's also discovered she likes dancing. And I'm so proud she learned to dance from me. She goes like this.
Yeah, you guys, you got it.
Just moves them shoulders. Move them shoulders, girl. So proud of you. So proud of you, my darling baby girl. So she'll walk up to all of the Alexas and point in and go, on. Oh, and then we have to come up with a song. And it's oftentimes Baby Shark. Oh,
but you guys are nicer than me. I pretend it doesn't exist.
Last night, Sarah turned to me and goes, you need to come up with a song. I've been doing this for an hour and a half.
Wait, can you just like make a playlist?
We could, but then she's going to be mad. Oh, and she also claps every time a song gets over. Oh, because I think they do that at school.
They must, yeah.
They go like, yay, good song.
Cheer for yourself.
So, she's really big on Party Rock Anthem by LMFAO. It's like a really good kid song though, because it's like.
Well, they have they have like kids versions of all these like hips. That's not a hip song. Whatever. Of all
it was during Why Not
pop songs, like whatever. They have kid versions of them that are.
So whatever. she's goes up to Alexa, says on, and we play her song. We move our shoulders.
Do you know what I just discovered though? Yay! If Simona just like moves her shoulders when she dances, Lucy just like moves her bottom half. She just like straight up holds onto a table and like shakes her butt like this. If we just put them together.
I was gonna say we could do. It sounds like a really bad SNL skit. Yeah, like Lucy and Simona dancing. One's the like shoulders.
Be the ultimate dancing machine. You know what? This is hopefully one day we'll put them together to dance for you.
We're gonna put them on top of this table.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And they're gonna dance.
Okay.
Dance clowns.
Probably never gonna happen, but
we'll see.
Here we are.
You never know.
Okay, guys.
We'll just need to put mattresses all around them because both of those girls
are klutzy.
Are really good at the like header. Like they'll just
take a digger,
jump.
Anyway, guys, that's gonna be a weird day. I don't know what else to say for you. Okay, guys, make sure you're watching us on YouTube because we just danced.
It was great.
I know that we do it a lot, but this was a really particularly good time. So, Dinner Plus Drinks podcast on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. God, I almost forgot about
DinnerPlusDrinks.com, our website, new, updated. Love the people filling out the comment form. Sorry for the people that try to sign up for an email list. We do not have an email list. Emailed you back, Marlene, but we don't have that. Sorry.
But you can just email us.
I took the form off.
Good job.
Join our email list.
Maybe we'll add it one day.
Maybe, maybe we have.
Maybe we need a newsletter about all these great things we're doing.
It's 10:30 at night and I can't go to sleep. Here's some random Nick thoughts.
Here are some things we have to tell you. Would you want to listen to that, Marlene?
Let us know. Let us know. Thank you all very much for listening. Yeah. We'll be back soon with another great episode. We announced some pop-up dinners that are coming up.
Oh my gosh, yeah. We have 3 pop-up dinners starting February 27th and then the next 2 Saturdays after that. So 3 Saturdays.
Possibly a very fun way to interact with your favorite podcast hosts.
Possibly a way.
We'll see.
So listen up and keep following us on social media for any fun announcements like that.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks.
Bye.
Have a good week.